Well, Jared, looks like we're rained out. I'm not gonna be working on the paint booth much today.
Nope.
I think it's time to put that 2-post in.
Yeah, we can do the 2-post.
I mean, we did the 4-post, but we know how that turned out. But we can put the 2-post over there. We could do that, or we can go home.
No.
I think we put the 2-post in.
It's depressing going home and not doing anything.
Right? What we're supposed to do? Go watch YouTube videos?
Yep.
Nah. All right. So you guys saw last time we put this 4-post in. We had our great idea that we were going to wedge it right up to this wall. That way, huh?
Tell them why we went all the way up against
I'm going to. I'm getting there. So the plan was we could bring a vehicle, we could drive it right on up, lift it, drive onto the upper deck. It's a great idea. We're still going to do that. The issue is not every vehicle fits. Just because, yeah, not the Fords.
Well, that's a good thing because the Ford never needs to be on the lift.
No, because they're found on road dead.
It won't be broken and need to be on the lift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only Ford that's going to go on this is that Bronco coming off that top deck to come down here so we can sell it.
Okay, yeah, because Fords never break down. So, but yeah, so the issue is you can see where the tire marks are. It only got so far. The front clip was hitting the wall. So there's no way for it to get all the way up here and be able to lift. My truck fits, the Dodge, but the Ford does not. So eventually what we're gonna do is we're gonna move these out about, what, 2 feet, 30 inches, be able to fit the truck, but not today. I think we're gonna get started on this 2-post. We kind of want to get some of our stuff just out of the rain. We can mess with the 4-post later. We can do the rest of what we're going to do. We're talking about doing racking. We're talking about a bunch of other things, but just to kind of have it organized in here. This is mostly because we're waiting on some parts. We have that Bronco body over there. We're going to finish a full build on. Jared went through that in a few videos back. We actually have another full body sitting right there that we're going to be doing after that. But while we're waiting on parts, we have a motor on its way, a transmission on its way, the chassis axles all have to be blasted. So we're just trying to set up the shop while we're waiting for parts for our project. But I think, Jared, it's time to start the forklift and let's get at her.
Get that thing in here.
Dude, how are we supposed to find these?
What is it?
These are those banjo bolts. Dude, all I did is I was picking it up and I realized it was a little heavy. And these are sitting in there.
Yeah, we would have thrown those away. Those actually look like they're the right size.
Yeah, so last time, guys, we dealt with this, they were the wrong size. So we had all sorts of issues, and then we had to retap one of the rams, I think, because it broke off inside.
Yep.
And then we just got new hoses altogether. Just got new hoses where it went right from the ram all the way up to the thing, not using this banjo. So we'll see. But there's 2 of them. Does this sucker have 2 rams?
It's got a 12,000 pound lift. I'm assuming. Well, there's 2 hoses there, it looks like.
Okay.
So this is what they look like unwrapped, guys. When we did the 9,000, obviously we didn't have the channel yet, but this is where we're at. They were all custom painted to match these ones. The lifts that Chris and I have at our house, they're black post with the red arms.
Yeah.
So these ones we wanted to be different. I was looking for more red.
Why?
On black to match my toolboxes.
Oh.
You guys are probably thinking I'm nuts.
What else did you get for them? What else did you get for them, Jared?
What?
These lifts.
Oh, my Milwaukee stickers. They're up there somewhere.
Yeah, so he has these made in China with the colors of Milwaukee, so you can slap a Milwaukee sticker on it, because Milwaukee ever made a 2-post lift.
They should. I couldn't afford it even if they did. It'd be a $10,000 lift just because of that sticker. So,
but the one that he has in his garage right now, it's got the black post and he has a red Milwaukee down it. So it's cool. But
hopefully they don't get mad. We'll probably get some branding thing slapped on us.
Yeah, I can get sued.
But
sued for a sticker.
Anyways, that's where we're at. Stay tuned for the time lapse and we will keep you guys updated. You guys, look what Chris has in his hand.
Directions. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time.
And they're wet, just like the first ones that we did.
Well, it helped if we didn't leave it in the rain. You know, I mean.
Well, we got that broke apart. And they are very heavy. But it's going pretty smooth.
It does have us put the top extension piece on and then do the cross after.
So what do you mean? The bottom? So we take the top half off?
Well, remember that has to come off and flip around because it's upside down.
Yeah.
I think they did that for packaging. Bolt it all together and set it in place. And then the cross pieces that are sitting over there.
This goes across the top, you guys.
Those go across after these are set in place.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's
see how this how the cable works on this one. So that runs through up above.
So it's just like the ones that we have just.
Our other ones go underneath though. This is nice though because there won't be that lip we have to go over every time coming in and out.
So just in case you guys didn't know or notice in the videos at the house, the two lifts that we have, Chris has one at his house, I have one at mine. The cables run underneath, and we did that because our ceilings are what, like 9 feet tall?
Mine's 8.
8? Yeah, 8 feet tall. So we have the shorter posts, which is why they go on the bottom. So it worked perfect at the house, but obviously in here we're able to use the big boys now, and these are 12,000 pound, not
they don't
9,000.
12,000 pound with the cable running below. They always have that crossbar that runs
across the top, which makes it because there's the two full ramps. I think we only had there are 2 rams on ours.
That's right. There are. And the nice thing about the 9,000 pound ones that we have, where the cables run underneath and just have like a little plate you have to go over, is in your garage you don't have sheetrock on the ceiling, so they just went up right between the rafters. No big deal when you installed. You just had to watch your height when you go up. I have sheetrock, but I only had to open up, little holes for the top of it to slide up in. So it worked out great for a garage. It's a little overkill for a garage, but we're still able to bring the bottom of a vehicle up to 4 feet.
Yeah.
So I like that a bit better than jack stands and a floor jack. But
well, that's a quick little update, guys. Stay tuned to the rest of the video. Alright, there's the test. And that's yep.
It's plenty far. We have enough room. We have plenty of room here. Dude, all the way around. Tons of room. Dude, I think that's a spot.
What do you guys think? Leave the comments below.
It'll be too late. This thing will already anchored down and ready to go by the time they see this.
So this is where we're at. We got plenty of room on each side. And over here, good angle. We're testing this all out so we don't have the issue that we had with this. If he drove his truck up on this lift right now though, it'd probably be fine.
Oh, mine will work just fine.
But it's just these freaking power strokes.
Well, if this is a long bed too, it'd been the same length as your truck.
Yep. So that's where we're at. Quick little update. This is obviously they're going to be 5.5 feet taller. We've got the 2 extenders right there and over there. But that's where we're at. Stay tuned. What are you doing, Chris?
All right, so this is a safety. So if your vehicle comes up and taps it, we have this piece over here, that's a little button inside. So if that gets bumped and it pushes it up, it'll turn the lift off. So this gets mounted right here like that, and the other one over on the other side gets mounted like that. You can see this side does not have a bolt, it has no attachment, it just floats inside of that hole. On the other side is where it attaches with this bolt, so it'll flex up on the other side and hit the safety switch if we ever bring a vehicle up too high. Although this sucker sits so high, I don't know what the chances of that are.
So, got the cables ran. That went through pretty good. We'll see if our little, our idea of putting this together assembled and raising it up and lifting it down is gonna work.
It seems so much easier than doing it up in the air.
I only laugh because every time I do this, it backfires, so.
Oh, every time.
But.
They show them doing it up on a ladder.
Yeah, they have some crazy 2 people up here on these ladders right here. Nope, that ain't happening. If you guys know me, I'm not getting up on no ladder that's 10 feet off the ground. And I think they're staying on top, the very top.
Are they?
Yep.
They're not even 2 steps down?
Nope, no 2 steps down.
Oh, that's an OSHA violation right there.
Well, it's China, so wonder what, China doesn't have OSHA. I'm just joking, guys. Anyways,
No, he's not.
that's where we're at. Hope you guys are enjoying the video, and stay tuned. Where are we at, Chris?
All right, so we ran everything through here. We showed this bar, which is just the limit. If your vehicle touches it, it'll hit that switch and stop the lift from rising. We ran the other cables through everywhere. We also have the unlock cable. So this will come down and it adjusts. You can show them on the other side how that thing works. Here, Jared. So we have the thing go through and it clicks and it holds it. So you lift up a little bit, this goes in and you can come back down. So that allows us to be able to control it from both sides. We also have the hydraulic line that comes down. So what that uses, it's a bolt that goes into the back of the ram, and then it's a banjo bolt. So we pop these out, slide it up to it, and there's a bolt that goes in and it tightens, and that's what seals it all up right there. That's also where we bleed the air out of the system. Now, the other ones were fairly easy to bleed. This one going up, I could see an air bubble just sitting right up top, being stuck. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, I think we're at the point now where all this is ran through here. We have our lengths kind of approximate. This one for the security cable, we can shift it back and forth, no big deal. But the hydraulic line, if we need to adjust it, the length to get more on one side or more on the other side, we definitely would need to go up there and adjust it. So actually, that makes me think. We're gonna measure that, make sure we're damn close before we go up. But besides that, we're gonna measure that out, lift it up, attach it all, and then start securing the rest of the stuff. Just like the other lift, all the anchor bolts are last. So I think that's it.
All right, good deal. Stay tuned.
These need to be tightened again. I'm just snug them up a little bit.
Well, it's all connected on one side anyways. Come over here and get the screws ran, get these holes lined up. So sketch, guys. So sketch, but I mean, it's a lot easier doing it this way. All right, guys, another shout out to the ratchet pole.
My favorite tool. So the inside is bowed in just a little bit. So we're gonna bring it out, get this thing square before we start putting the anchors in. But how do you bring it out? That's what ratchet pulls are for. I don't know why I don't see more people using these things.
They do, they just don't put it on camera.
Apparently. I think we should probably use that 4x4, but we can try. So I think that middle is just gonna bounce out. God, is it moving?
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
All right.
You want to hold that dummy in? You gotta go like 2 more inches.
All right.
Not too bad. It didn't need that much.
Well, you can tell the pressure's released off of it.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit more stable. Feel like an inch short. Seems like it's moving so much, but it's not.
It's crazy the pressure that's released. Probably just kick it now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like another 3/4 of an inch or something. Yeah, we can call that good.
Oh, good old ratchet poles.
They work for everything. I honestly don't know why more people don't use them. Contractors do all the time. You buy them at Home Depot. Jared and I, we both always had one in the back of our trucks. Just you could simply just slide things in and put one of those across. You don't have to worry about sliding around in the back of your truck. That's what they're for, but they work for so much more.
Guys, I'll put a link down in the description for Amazon. You guys can go pick one up. I think they're like, what, 20, 30 bucks?
15 bucks.
Are they that cheap?
I don't remember. You were the last one who bought one. You just bought another one.
I think they're
40
30.
now.
I think they're 30, 29.
30, something like that.
But I'll put the link in the description. You guys can pick one up if you...
Yeah, or just go to Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot and the trailer, where the hitches are, I believe.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So where the balls and hitches are at Home Depot, but
Always
this,
love Jared. We gotta I think we got to tighten up these cables a bit. Anchor the sucker down. We have the forklift just sitting there just in case the worst scenario happens. Connect the hydraulic lines. Get some temporary electrical over here.
Yep.
And
shoot, we're already there. Mine's just freaking
what's that?
Just going up and over the top. Well, this one we can just go up over the top.
I will eventually, yeah. And then jump off here to hit the wall and come over to the panel.
Yep.
But we're not at that point yet. We're just temporarily getting them connected up.
Yep.
And then we're gonna test this one out in your truck, right?
Yep.
You want your truck?
Yeah, my truck. I mean, if my truck fits, everything will fit.
That's true.
Your
truck's not that
and
big.
it's just a
It's a
standard
short bed.
truck. It's a
It's a short
standard short bed truck. Nothing crazy on it. But, you know, we gotta go 2 feet back on this one. But
Yeah, eventually.
well, that's where we're at. We're almost done. And we'll keep you guys up to date. All right, just a quick update, guys. We got some of these bolts ran, or these anchors. Get this thing supported. Obviously, we still got the forklift up there, just for some extra safety precaution. But Chris is gonna get this pump.
Start with the pump, huh?
Yep, get that ran.
So
we
we have
can-
the same exact one.
well,
That unit over there had.
perfect.
I like
Things
that.
are just
Consistency.
coming together right now. It's really coming along.
Should we have exposed wire nuts on that one too?
Yeah, just leave it like,
like
that.
it
Just take the nuts off.
You don't like nuts?
No, do you?
No.
Is it confession time? I've already say we should probably part ways. So that's where we're at, guys. We're gonna get this all wrapped up, the shop cleaned up, and get out of here. So stay tuned. So, been a long day today.
All right, ready when you are.
Oh, he's ready. We'll see. That cable's not moving. It's binding. Well, you can see here.
Oh, look, that one doesn't go underneath the thing. This one does. That's why it's so loose.
Here we go.
Will you hold this, Jared? We're back. Just going to do a little explanation of what we just went through here. This pulley down here, one end of it connects up to this whole assembly that we have going on here. And the other end goes right past it, continues on up, goes all the way around the top, and then comes back down and is right here with this adjustment nut at the end of this cable. So what the combination between the two of them do is keep it even. So we want about even pressure on everything else. I was a bit confused when this bolt, it just kept tightening. Like it goes tight as I wanted. And then once we started lifting it, we realized that it wasn't holding on that pulley over there. So that's good. Actually, we're able to discover why there's this discrepancy. Now, all of these are gonna be tight when we're done, once we get them all adjusted. Part of the adjustment with them is also for these locking pins. So these locking pins that we showed you also on the 4-post, we want those to lock about the same time. There's two different methods with those. Either you make them to where they just clink right at the same time, or the way I prefer, you have one right after the other. So if you hear two ting-tings, you know that both of them locked in. That's what we did on the 2-posts in my garage and the 2-posts in Jared's garage. We did the same thing on both of those. So we're going to, Jared's over here just topping this off because we did use up a little bit of fluid. We're gonna cycle it up and we're gonna cycle it back down. We're gonna do that a few times just to work some of the air bubbles out. Over here you can see where I made a little bit of a mess. What we did is I loosened up the banjo bolt when Jared was running it and then tightened it back down. That was just to get that first initial burst of air to come out of there. So now that that is done, we're just gonna cycle it up and down. The air bubbles in this reservoir should be able to dissipate on their own. So, and of course, you know, we still have, like, this is the safety cable for up top. That way you don't go too high. We have these other cables that allow us to control both of the releases from one side here. All that's not done. There's all covers. There's a few other things. But just to make sure that we're operating the way it's supposed to, we're just going to cycle it up and down a few times. And then once we're done with that, I think we'll probably call it for the day, but... Yep. Or do you want to test it out? Nope, we don't have all the anchor bolts in. Nope, we're not putting anything on this until we finish the anchor bolts. We need a new rotohammer bit. The other one, it's put in...
A lot of miles.
Yeah, there's a lot of miles on it. So, we'll be back. What are you laughing at over there?
Oh, nothing. Just getting our foul language out before getting back on camera.
Yep, there's all the 7 dirty words you're not allowed to use. All right, guys, so we still have a couple little things we need to finish up on this, but the hydraulic fluid is doing good. We got a few anchors we need to do that you guys know about. We need a new bit. Obviously, the electrical is all going to be finished up later. We have the release for the release pins that needs to be connected across all the inspection covers. And then when I do finish the electrical, I'm going to hook this up, which, if you remember, that's for that bar, that padded bar that's up there. If you go up too high and your vehicle hits it, then the lift will stop. But we're going to show you a little bit of the operation here. So it's all the way down right now, and it runs up. In a minute, you're going to hear all the safety hooks, and they're going to click. And you'll see what I'm talking about, how I have one click and then the other click. So when you hear 2 click, and that's the height you want to be at, then you can hit your release that's over here. This one's all mechanical. It goes, sits down on both of them. Now everything's secure. These ones are cool because there's actually 3 different slide out, or 3 different pieces here for it to slide out, which is awesome. Jared, can you pull that pin? Yep. So what that does, when you pull it, it lifts that out, so it allows you to rotate it. These ones are awesome because they're so long. It goes past the center point. Our other ones only have 1 slide instead of the double slide like that.
Yeah, which left you like 3 feet from touching each other.
Right.
The Bronco, we couldn't even reach the center of the chassis.
Yeah, and that's the issue, because if we, so if we have it out here, say grabbing something, it leaves you in a really bad spot if you're only sitting right here. So that was definitely something that we want to make sure we had on this lift, and we actually kind of forgot about it. We had discussed it, forgot about it, and then today we're like, oh yeah, you know, so glad it's like this. So, but yeah, that's it. We'll be back. You can see it's starting to get dark outside. We have families and whatnot to get back to. So I think that's it for today. Are we coming back? We're coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta find something to do.
I won't be here until probably like 10.
That's fine.
So, for my other business, I have to go walk one of my guys through a job site at 9, and then after that, I'll be coming up here. So that's it, guys. Another thing is, we appreciate all your support, all your views. One thing that's interesting is we get a lot of views and not that many subscribers. Not
like
that many.
98% of you guys watching aren't hitting the subscribe button.
So I guess you don't want to see anymore, or you don't like it because you're not hitting the like button either. No questions because there's no comments. I don't know. Just seems a little odd to me. Wish we could get a little more feedback from you guys. If you have any comments, likes, especially the subscribe, the likes, it does a lot for us. It helps us out. Eventually, if we don't get enough, we won't really see the value in making any more of these videos. So if you do see a value in this video, what should they do, Jared?
Hit the subscribe, the like button, the notification bell, and share it. Sharing is huge.
Big deal right there. You know,
we do have that guy that we're gonna send that sweatshirt out to.
Oh yeah. So for every 100 subscribers, we're giving away a sweatshirt. But you have to comment. Let us know your size, whatever. Let us know you subscribe. Just something basic. So we only had 1 person do that on the last one. So we clicked over 300 subscribers today.
Yep.
And we're gonna be sending them out a sweatshirt. So, or a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. Sweatshirt.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's gonna happen again at 400. Are you gonna be that 1 person that commented? You know, because the other guy, he already got one. He's not gonna be able to do it again.
Show him your hoodie.
Oh yeah. So we got these right here.
I'll show him the back. Here, hit the light.
Got that back here.
So that's what the back looks like, and this is what we're gonna send out. So
yeah, if you're interested, just let us know. Comment below, hit the subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff. You hear this in every video that everyone else posts. We don't ever say it, and maybe that was our mistake.
Yep.
But please do subscribe, everything else. It really helps us out. We'd like to continue doing this for us. I know right now we're just setting up our shop. It's not that exciting. It's just some little things. But we figured, you know what? You might not know how. You might not realize, some of these different things or the options that are out there. We have other information coming soon to show you how to get these lifts for a ridiculously low price. I mean, I think this one is somewhere between like $1,300 or $1,600. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so cheap. So, and they're good quality. What all these other companies do is they just rebrand them and sell them to you for top market price. Well, if you want to know how to do it, hit the subscribe button. So then that way, when we make that video, you'll be able to get there. but enough beating that dead horse. It's time to go home.
It's time to go home.
All right.
It's a wrap. See you guys later.